Good evening. Welcome to the Spiritual Empowerment Center. We are so excited that you all came in support of Deletta songs of protest, songs of peace. So she's going to take you around the world with these songs, and you're going to have a great time. It's designed to be interactive, and so those of you who were protesting in the 60s, you might remember some of these songs, so by all means, join in. Since this is a spiritual community, I'd like to open up honoring the Most High. So if you would indulge me, there is a power in a presence. That power in that presence is good. That power in that presence is right here where we are. And so I am one with it. I live and I move and I have my being in pure spirit. And so it's from that place I'm affirming that this concert is the best ever. And I'm giving thanks for all of the hands that were involved in making this event the success that it is. So it's complete in divine mind, therefore complete in experience, and we just participate in that unfoldment. Enjoy, laugh, be merry, and so it is.
Wow, good evening everybody. I'm Deletta Gillespie, and welcome to Songs of Protest, Songs of Peace. As an artist, for me it's really important to do work that helps shift the energy on the planet around the issues that tend to trip us up these days. And so I thought about this sat on the shelf for quite a few years, and then I finally decided that this was the perfect time to begin to do that. And so the cabaret series is Songs of Protest, Songs of Peace, but every time I do it, there's a different iteration of it. So this one is songs from civil rights movements from around the world. I will also be in Oklahoma next week supporting Native American women. I don't know if you are familiar with this, but they are having some challenges on the tribal lands, on reservations, with sexual assault and violence. And women that live on reservations are 2.5 more times likely to be physically or sexually assaulted than the average population. And on top of that, because of the sovereign agreements with the United States, they don't always, the people that perpetrate these crimes usually do no time. They don't ever get prosecuted. They aren't even arrested. And so I have a version strictly for women, and I will be performing that version next week in Oklahoma. So I just thank you for being out. I want to give a quick shout out to my students. I got Towson University over there. Thank you. Morgan State in the back. Captain State in the back. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. And of course, all my friends, I know there's some people from other CSLs. Thank you for coming. For those of you who just heard about it and decided to show up, thank you so much. So we're going to take a journey. It is very interactive, so I want you to get comfortable, all right? Everybody warmed up? Me. I know it's hard. Some of you had dinner, you had the fish. You probably want to do this, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to start with one of the old songs this was written around 1900 by Charles Tinley, who is one of the fathers or grandfathers of gospel music, and it ended up being one of the top songs that people sang during the civil rights movement. So it's called "We Shall Overcome." We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe. shall live in peace. We shall live in peace someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. We will all be free. We shall be free. We shall all be free. We shall all be free. We shall all be free someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. Give yourselves a hand. I know some of you actually were marching and protesting back in that day, so thank you. Patsy, I love the...
That was, whenever we ended our meetings, we stood up. It was like an anthem. And
Yes.
we crossed our arms and we rocked to it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you for taking us down memory lane with that. Okay. And so now, this is one of my favorites. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All in my home, all in my home, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, all in my home, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my home, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I love the harmony. I love the harmony. Yes, yes. Should be interactive. All right.
Now we do have to stand.
Yes, we do. All right. So let me explain. This was written by James Weldon Johnson. He wrote a poem to it, or he wrote this as a poem, I'm sorry. And then who wrote the music? Anybody know? His brother, that's right, Rosamond Johnson, right. And this was called the Negro National Anthem. Of course, that's when we were, the African Americans, we were Negro. You know, we've gone through a few iterations, Negro, African American, Black, whatever. But anyway, so we're going to share this song. And if you don't know it, you can hum along. If you do know it, let's raise the roof. And just note, every verse is on a different slide, but I'm going to pause before we get to the third slide, okay? All right. One, two, three. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmony of liberty. of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadow beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land. So we're going to do one more verse. Thank you so much. You sound beautiful. We're going to do the third. And you know, as involved in the music world as I am, I think I know every verse of every song ever written. And I was surprised to find this verse. And I don't know why. I was never, So I thought this was really special because it talks very deeply about the struggle of African Americans in our country. And so as we sing this, I want us to be mindful of where we are in our country in terms of relating to each other and the work that we still have to do as a community. Ready? Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. Thank you. You may be seated.
They call it the Negro National Anthem.
That's right. Okay. So now we're going to go back. We're going to go back a few years. And when for those of you that don't know me, I teach. And it's a wonderful, wonderful job. And I tell my students when I get excuses about why work isn't turned in or how tired they are, how late they are, and, etc. You know how all of us have a tendency to sort of make excuses from time to time, depending. We're very selective about what areas we choose it in, but being students, they get that way around their schoolwork. And so, he's smiling. So I say, well, back in the day, our ancestors didn't get a choice whether they wanted to come to college. And back in the day, they didn't get to decide what they were going to choose for an occupation. And back in the day, they worked from sun up to sundown, and they didn't have a choice in the matter. So I'm not hearing those excuses. So anyway, I think of our ancestors when I sing this song. And everybody knows it. It's sort of, one of those wonderful songs that's in the Christian canon as well, and just a great feel-good song. So swing low, sweet chariot. Swing low, sweet chariot. guys are amazing. Thank you. All right. So we're going to continue with one of those other songs. This one's called Oh Freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. There'll be no more weeping, no more weeping, no more weeping, no more weeping over me. Before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. No more worry, no more worry. There'll be no more worry, no more worried over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Oh, freedom, sing it with me now. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. And go home to my Lord and be free. Last time, come on. And go home to my Lord and be free. Thank you. Okay, so now here comes the educational part. So we know that as the slaves were escaping to freedom, they went through the water. Why? Yeah, camouflage. Yeah. All right. So.
Prisoners of war.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. So here we go. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Wade I love the energy. Thank you. All right. That's it. There we go. The other way. So we know that in order for them to make their way, the slaves, they were told to follow a map. But it wasn't an ordinary map, right? Because we know, for one, it was a crime to teach them how to read. And number two, that because they couldn't read, they couldn't write. And three, it just wasn't a smart thing to have directions on how to get to freedom, like sitting around, in your pocket or something. So we know, as in most things, in fact, a lot of music, period, but especially since we're talking about the African American experience tonight and in this moment, that everything was written in code, and the code was in the music. And so when we talk about follow the drinking gourd, which is what I'm going to be sharing with you now, the road to freedom was encoded in the words of that song. So we talk about crossing the Ohio River, walking up to the Mississippi River, the time of year in which to go, the part of the stream to cross through. All those things were encoded in the lyrics of this song. And so now I'm going to share that with you. We know the drinking gourd was what?
North Star.
The North Star. That's right. That's right. And in the sky, at the right time, it made the outline of what? Big Dipper. Absolutely. And that was usually in the northern sky. You're so smart. All right. Before I go any further, I would like to introduce my partners in crime tonight. She is an amazing, amazing, amazing pianist, keyboardist, writer, composer, arranger, all that stuff, and she is absolutely my favorite. She doesn't know that, but she is. It's Ollie Wright. I always want to call her first, but she's always so busy, so I'm glad you were free. And my other partner, he's a drummer in the blues band that we work in together, the Bakiva Blues Band. He also is a wonderful writer, arranger, composer, etc. Has a couple of CDs out, Mr. Al Wheeler. Thank you. I have a third accomplice tonight. I actually have quite a few accomplices, but one accomplice in particular. She and I are actually going on the road to Oklahoma next week. She is a spoken word artist extraordinaire, writer as well, and Reiki master, and just all around brilliant. And I'm excited to go on the road with you next week. And she is going to be holding space for us as we go through the healing and the quilt, the monument quilt that we will be traveling with next week. And I'll tell you more about that later, how you might get involved. So anyway, we're going to come up and have Miss Shamika Dream do a short piece for us. She's actually on my CD, so CDs are for sale in the lobby. Yeah.
Hi everyone. How you feeling?
Excellent.
Oh, we're tangled.
Yeah, we're a little tangled. I've been watching the whole show, and Deletta and I have each other's backs during the shows, and we send signals, and I've been like, I want to get that cord. So I'm very glad that I got the cord. Can we give Deletta a round of applause right now? Because this is absolutely amazing. So I had prepared about like protest, right? I was really ready, and then she asked me to bring peace, and so I was like, okay. So I was like, I know you want to protest, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring it in, and we're gonna just. There are a lot of times when we are. Has anybody here ever been to a protest? If you've been to a protest, raise your hand and give yourself a round of applause like this. Now, my thing about protest is that when we're protesting and something should not be there and we've got to get them out of office, oh my Lord, I just realized like who you were. Like, I love you on Facebook, but anyway, what's up? So, like, you know when somebody's looking at someone, you're like, we're Facebook friends, I love you. But anyway, so the thing about protest is that if you don't want something in that space, you need to know what you want to replace it with. And so I have been finding that I've been going to protests or things, and I'm not usually one. I mean, I'll beat on something, like I'll do that, but typically I'm holding space so that whatever's happening is happening with peace. And then I started to realize, well, why is it that like I'm not necessarily wanting to like be at the picket line, but I want to be at the picket line, and it's because if we have examples of cultivating inner peace, then we of course will achieve world peace. Right? Because a lot of us, we're like, you should be at peace. Like, well, you sound kind of angry. So, let's just relax, right? And so one of the ways that we relax is Reiki. And so Reiki works on our chakras. The chakras are the energy centers in the body. If you're on the internet like me a lot, then it looks like the figure that you see on memes sometimes, and they have the colors going down the spine, like the rainbow. Those are the chakras. And so this piece that I'm going to do is called Rise Up. And the purpose of Rise Up is to, of course, balance our chakras, but it's also a reminder not only to myself as I get on the road, God bless you, Joanna, as we get on the road that we have gifts and we are to use them. Because if we don't use our gifts, we will lose our gifts. Yes? If Michelle says yes, then I say yes back, and I get excited. So if you want to like jump in, you can. After the first time, it goes 3 times, and then we'll go from there. Rise up. Don't sit down in the depression. Take yourself high up. You can clap. You are the breather of your own vibration. I suggest you rise up. Depression is just self-repression. It burns your life up. Stomp down the bad vibes. Rise off the ground. I suggest you rise up. I didn't tell you that part. Recognize that the one Holy Spirit open your eyes up. We go back and forth. gave you gifts, sight, smell, taste, speech, and hearing. I suggest you wise up. These gifts not granted lightly, for they are blessed. Open your divine up. You know why? We spirits, these bodies. I suggest you rise up. Exactly. Activate root, sacral, and solar plexus. Heart opens right up. You know when you practice the art of forgiveness, clear your throat right off. Only speak truth in your communications. Open third eye up. We are all spirits. These are just bodies. Crown chakra, rise up. Do it again. Activate root, sacral, and solar plexus. Heart opens right up. When you practice the art of forgiveness, clear your throat right off. Only speak truth in your communications. Open third eye up. Hear this? We are all spirits. These are just bodies. Crown chakra, light up. Last time. Activate root, sacral, and solar plexus. Heart opens right up. When you practice the art of forgiveness, clear your throat right off. Only speak truth in your communications. Open third eye up. We are all spirits. These are just bodies. 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 That's something that I forget sometimes. That I am simply a spirit living in a body. You are a spirit living in a body. Whatever circumstances that we have, all we have to do is go back over them and step over again and step again and take another step. If you practice yoga, it's about getting into that asana and going further and further into it. So it's that last time. Activate root, sacral, and solar plexus. Heart opens right up. Someone should do this tonight. When you practice the art of forgiveness, clear your throat right off. Only speak truth in your communications. Open third eye up. That's something Deletta helps me to realize because she meditates every morning. We are all spirits. These are just bodies. I hope every last one of your crown chakras rises up tonight and lights up. And if you don't feel warmth before this night is over, give someone a hug. Give thanks.
Thank you, Mika. She keeps me honest too. Trust. Sometimes I want to do that. Okay. All right. So we're gonna. You guys good? Okay. So now we're gonna switch gears a little bit. In 1934, there was a bill before Congress called the Dawes Act. And that bill would have made it a crime and would have set aside money to prosecute those who were found guilty of lynching. And the bill sat and sat and sat and was never, ever passed. And so, even though 1934 was a little late for this bill to be passed, the fact that it just sat and sat. This was not the first time that Congress had the opportunity to address this in our nation, but this was the most complete document that had been set before them on this subject before that time. And it just sat there. And so this is a song written by Abe Miracle, the Jewish man, and Billie Holiday sang it. And she was asked not to sing it. She was threatened if she sang it. She was begged not to sing it. And she sang it every chance she got. And I share this story because even though, let me see, Reader's Digest version, African Americans were the predominant recipient of lynching, if you will. However, we also know that especially at the hands of the Ku Klux Klan, that Jewish people were also lynched and Catholic people were lynched. And they said that that was the case because Catholics, right, their intercessor is the Pope. And of course, according to their Klan creed, that they worship a sovereign. So in their minds, their twisted minds, they saw Catholics as being the other. And so, in fact, in Oklahoma, we know where I'm from, that there was a case of several Jews being lynched in 1917, 1918. They took the young man, one in particular, right out of the jail in the middle of the night, and they found him swinging from a tree the next day. So hate is something that affects all of us, all of us, all of us, all of us. And so this is Strange Fruit. Southern trees bear a strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze. Strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scenes of a gallant sound, bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh, and the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to run, for the tree to drop. Here is a strange and bitter cry. Oh, strange fruit. So, history lesson. Da, da, da. Quilombolas. We just landed in Brazil, y'all. So quilombos were communities, I don't know, actually, why don't you guys tell me, since you're here. Quilombos, what's a quilombo? Fode.
It's a community formed by slaves that escaped from their captors. So when they form those communities, other people that are suffering from the same inequalities move to those communities. So it's more diverse than most people might perceive it to be.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you. Absolutely. What many people don't realize or are not aware of is that 40%, just over 40% of the Africans that were transported from Africa during the transatlantic slave trade went to Brazil. Only 500,000 came to the North America. The rest went to Brazil, Colombia, other countries in South America, Central America, Mexico. One of the freedom fighters for Mexican independence was a person of African ancestry. And so what these people did, they were very, very, very resistant, and they fought every chance they could get to be free. And so many of them, as did the Maroons in Jamaica, they escaped from slavery and formed their own communities, and they were called quilombos. Now, even though they primarily consisted of slaves, as we know, the Portuguese, when they colonized South America, there were a whole bunch of people that were there before them. And so the natives also had been enslaved at one time. And so these communities were primarily of Africans, but also of others that wanted to escape persecution, indentured servitude, slavery, persecution at the hands of the Portuguese. And so they were self-governing. They resisted for many, like hundreds of years before they were finally conquered. And even now today, there's a move for the Brazilian government to try to address this inequity by giving certain people who can prove their ancestry to these people are able to get land grants and assistance and are able to rebuild communities based on the values that they had or their ancestors had. And so it's a really interesting story. But anyway, we're going to talk about one of my favorite Brazilian artists by the name of Javon. And if you forward the slide here, this is, we have, the other thing is that the majority of people of African ancestry in Brazil are also very, very poor. They make up 75 to 80% of the population, but the majority of them are on some form of social assistance, where they live in the favelas, which are the slums, and just abject poverty. And that came to light last year during the World Cup, when they were basically just moving these people out and displacing them, you know, to make it look good on the world stage. So anyway, this is part of what a contemporary quilombo looks like. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to share this song with you from Javon, and this one's called Miss Susanna, and this is back to the days when the Quilombos were really, really functioning in the historical sense, and he is having a challenge because his mistress wants more than field work from him, and so he has a story about it. Miss Susanna, please, pardon me for ever get a chance to get his music, he's just amazing. He sells out everywhere he goes. We hardly hear of him here in the United States, but Quincy Jones, Patty Austin, some amazing people have recorded his music, so it's definitely someone to check out. It's so smooth and soothing. Anyway, I made a word, smoothing. Okay. I know. I amaze myself. All right. You ready to do some singing again? All right, here we go. I'm not even going to describe that. So I think I'm going to skip ahead. It's all wonderful, but I think I'm going to skip ahead. Can we go to slide 28, please? I'm sorry, no, just go back a second, I do want to talk about this just a second. Yes, my students at Towson, we've been looking at the Tulsa Race Riot. How many of you have heard about that riot? Anybody? No, okay. In 1921, one of the most prosperous black communities that ever existed in the United States was located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. In fact, the Greenwood District. My grandparents lived half a block from the epicenter of this neighborhood. And in 1921, a young man who was on break from his shoe shining job stepped into an elevator, freight elevator. Nobody really is quite sure what happened, but from the stories that have been told, that he tripped into the elevator. It was one of those old-time elevators where, you had to manually get them to the floor and open them up. He tripped and fell on the elevator operator, who was a young white woman. And 18 hours later, 36 blocks lay in ruin. Anywhere from 300 to 1,000 people were dead or missing. and no one has ever done any, no one was ever prosecuted for any of the crimes. So in that business, it was a very, very wealthy community because people had come from all over the United States, and these were people, they were not your ordinary people. These are people who had skills. There were people who wanted to make a better life for themselves. There were people that wanted to escape the racism that was in the South and other parts of the country. Also, it was not a state till 1907 in the state of Oklahoma, and so you have people from all over the United States. Also, we know that the Native Americans who were on the eastern seaboard were also relocated to Oklahoma, and so it was a land of wonderful opportunity. And then once the statehood came into law, was granted statehood, one of the first things they did was to pass a series of Jim Crow laws. They discovered oil in 1913, and then it just went from just a mega town, and it boomed. And then there's certain economic situations that happened, and long story short, plus the fact that the Ku Klux Klan's, one of their major strongholds and meeting places was less than a mile and a half from this community. And so all those things just sort of conspired to have this conflagration, and it has been called the worst civil disturbance in U.S. history, right behind the Civil War. And it barely gets a mention in anybody's history books. And so if you're interested, please do the research on this. This is a story that people need to be told. And nobody talked about it. The white community wanted to forget it happened. The black community was afraid that it would happen again. So for 75, almost 80 years, nobody talked about it. And the wonderful thing is that I love history, that history is alive. And just a couple of years ago, these people, or their descendants now, were able to get a hearing from the Department of Justice asking for them to set aside the statute of limitations so that they could at least be acknowledged, that the incident could be acknowledged, and some sort of peace and community building would happen around that. It's gone all the way through the justice system, and each court has basically denied them the motion for a stay. And so it's still happening, and it's still history, even though the initial incident happened almost 90 years ago. And that's what I love about history. So anyway, this is what it looked like. 600 businesses, churches, restaurants, grocery stores, etc. Private airplanes. It had a hospital, a bank, post office, schools, libraries, everything. Completely self-contained. Part of it was because they couldn't go to the white communities to get those services. So they made them, they made do. They created their own community, and they had this. That was what happened afterwards. And you can see the top left image where it says running the Negro out of Tulsa. And that's what they intended to do. That is June. I don't know what day that is, but it's early June. And so anyway, it's just a wonderful story that I wanted to share with you. So it's a sad story, but it's also a story of triumph because they did rebuild the community with no government assistance. So it just shows you what people can do when they have to do what they have to do. Can we go to slide 29, please? And now, this is a wonderful guitarist and singer by the name of Raul Midon. He is from Argentina. He has a twin brother, and he's also blind, and he is an amazing, amazing musician. Herbie Hancock, Stevie Wonder have all covered his material, and this is one of my favorite songs that he does.
And
So I really need your help with this one. You remember this guy by the name of Amadou Diallo? Does anybody remember his story? Yeah, so what happened with him?
Shot 50-something times.
41 shots, that's right. Right. In New York City, he was an immigrant from, I think it was Haiti, thank you. And he, the police thought there was some sort of crime that had happened in the area. And so they thought he might have been involved in it. And so he was on his porch. And they asked him to put his hands up to get some ID. And he went into his pocket to get his wallet. And of course, they say they thought it was a gun. So he was shot 41 times on his doorstep. And of course, well, let's just say that he's no longer here. And certain people that were involved were exonerated. Well, not exonerated, but they were never, the charges were dropped against them, the police officers. And so this is his story. Bruce Springsteen so eloquently wrote this song, and it's been covered by a couple of other people, but we're going to do this tonight. It's called 41 Shots. And I need you to sing with me. I need you to sing 41 shots when I point at you. Okay, so I'm going to do a try one. 41 shots. 41 shots. You're beautiful. Thank you. And we'll take that ride across the muddy river to the other side. 41 shots cut through the night. You're kneeling over his body, praying for his life. Is it a gun? Is it a knife? Is it a wallet? This is your life. It ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. You can get killed just for living in your American skin. 41 shots. 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 Lena gets her son ready for school. She says, on these streets, Charles, you've got to play by the rules. If an officer stops you, promise me that you'll always be polite, and that you'll never run away. Promise, Mom, you'll keep your hands in sight. Is it a gun? Is it a knife? Is it a wallet? This is your life. It ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. No secret, my friend. You can get killed just for living in your American skin. 41 shots. 41 shots. to the other side. 41 shots. 41 shots. I got my boots caked with this mud. We're baptized in these waters and in each other's blood. Is it a gun? Is it a knife? Is it a wallet? This is your life. It ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. No secret, my friend. You can get killed just for living in your home. 41 shots. 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 It ain't no secret. 41 shots. It ain't no secret. 41 shots. You can get killed. 41 shots. For just living. You can get killed just for living in. Your American skin. Thank you. Well, we're winding down, but we still have a few more jewels to share with you. So, okay. Number 33. Repeat after me. Sensenina. Sensenina. Sorry, let me bring that down a little bit for you. Sensenina. 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 That is a song that South African funeral protesters sang when they buried those who lost their lives due to the fight against apartheid. And it translates, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? And the response is, the crime is that I am black. The crime is that I am black. The crime is that I am black. And so first I'm going to share with you a song written by Peter Gabriel for Stephen Biko. Yes. So everyone know who Stephen Biko was? Yes. Okay. Denzel Washington played him in the movie Cry Freedom. Yes. And Nelson Mandela himself said, besides Nelson Mandela, the Stephen Biko was the most influential man in South Africa, and that he galvanized the youth movement like no one had ever had. He ran the equivalent of SNCC in South Africa, and not only that, but 4 or 5 other organizations. He was truly an extraordinary human being whose life is cut way too short. And so this one is Biko. September 77, Port Elizabeth, the weather fine. It was business as usual in police room 619. Oh, Biko, Biko, because Biko. Oh, Biko, Biko, because Biko. Ilamoja, Ilamoja, the man is dead, the man is dead. When I try to sleep at night, I can only dream in red. The outside world is black and white, with only one color dead. Oh, Biko, Biko, because Biko. Oh, Biko, Biko, because Biko. Ilamoja, Ilamoja, the man is dead, the man is dead. You can blow out a candle, but you can't blow out a fire. Once the flames begin to catch, the wind will blow it higher. Oh, Biko, Biko, because Biko. Oh, Biko, Biko, because Biko. Ilamoja, Ilamoja, the man is dead. And the eyes of the world are watching now, watching now. Oh, 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 oh. Sing it with me. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, Sinzanina, 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 Sinzanina. ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for hanging out with me this evening. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, your attention. I really appreciate it. There is a guest list, so please, if you will sign that as you make your way out. Also, there's cake downstairs, and there's a special cake just for this celebration. So I just want you to go downstairs and look at it anyway. But there's a wonderful cake downstairs. We're going to close with this wonderful song. Shout out to Clarence Kenny for helping out. Also, Clarence, thank you. I appreciate your help. To the Spiritual Empowerment Center, Kim, Reverend Michelle, Shamika, everybody that helped with dinner today. Kai, thank you. Kim, thank you all for being here. I don't want to forget anybody. I think I got everybody. Warren, thanks for jumping in at the last minute. I appreciate you.
Oh, the other Kai and Teresa for helping.
Oh, yes, Kai and Teresa and Barbara. Yeah, Barbara, thank you. All right, here we go. Because you can never go wrong with Bob Marley, right? Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? All I ever had, redemption songs, emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear of atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Oh, won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? It's all I ever had. What we got? These songs of freedom is all I ever had. Yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Oh, have no fear of atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Ooh, yes, some say it's just a part of it, 'cause we got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? It's all I ever had. Redemption song. These songs of freedom. It's all I ever had. Redemption song. So I need your help here. Can you sing this? As it was in the beginning, one love. It will be in the end, one heart. Whoa, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Redemption song, songs of freedom, all I ever had. One, Lord. Oh, one love, one heart. Let's get together. Oh, let's get together and feel one love, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord and feel alright. Oh, let's get together and feel alright. Let's get together and feel That concludes our show. Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and sharing again. Again, cake downstairs. Don't forget to sign the mailing list on the way out. Good night. God bless. Thank you. You know we got to find a way to bring some understanding. And today, Mother, we don't need you. Let's do it. Oh, to speak